Oh, I'm so sorry. It's just starting to record, so I apologize for the technical difficulty. We're going to start over again. My name is Jean Kristen. I'm the PBPHS PTSA president this year. I'm with my good friend, Nneka. She's going to be sharing her Nigerian culture with us. And I'm welcoming you to our second DEI food and culture demo. Thanks for joining us.
Yes. So my name is Nneka Kubilo. I've been a resident of the Palos Verdes Peninsula for 15 going on 16 years. Thank you for having me. Thanks, Jean. And coming together to learn a little bit more than of Nigeria. Nigeria is the biggest West African country, and in terms of population, I think we have the largest population in Africa. It's on the west coast of the continent, and tropical weather. It's quite hot. We have two seasons, rainy season and dry season. The rainy season is generally from April to October, so it's just about ending. Loud thunderstorms, really loud. Yeah, and then the dry season is for the rest of the year, from November till March, and it gets really hot and dry. Not too different from what we have here in the summer sometimes. So it's easy for me to live in California compared to areas that have snow. So jollof rice is a staple, and it's a special occasion meal in Nigeria. It's also an ordinary. You can dress it up or dress it down. And there's a controversy. If you Google jollof rice, it's quite controversial because it seems it's supposed to have originated with the Jollof or the Wolof tribe in another country in West Africa. My mother says that my mother was a home economics major in school. So they were taught it's a one-pot meal. The people, I guess it kind of evolved from people, scraps and everything put in one pot and it makes a meal. So now there's a running controversy. The Ghanaians think they have the authentic.
Yes. I'll put this down.
The Senegalese think they have the real thing, and Nigerians think that theirs is not to be compared with anybody else's. So there isn't really a good way or the best way. All of us have, I've, kind of evolved through the years doing mine my own way. So that's what I'm going to be teaching you today, which might be different from what you would find if you Googled it. What I'm wearing is not, these are all different types of Nigerian outfits. We tend to be very colorful. Like you see the colors, the country colors are green and white. I couldn't find anything that fit me very well that was white, so I got something greenish. What I'm wearing on my head is called a gele. From the Yoruba, we have three main tribes: the Igbos, which I am an Igbo woman, and the Yorubas and the Hausas in the north. I come from the southeastern part of the country, so we tend to wear things like what I don't know how much of what you see, and with a piece of cloth that could be made into a long skirt and another one on top, and then the head wrap. So I'm glad to be here, and we will start. I sent out a list of the ingredients. I believe Jean must have shared them on the website. So
I'm gonna take you over here and set the camera so our viewers in the recording can see you.
Okay.
Come over here with us. Here you go. Ooh, that's really high. How about this now?
Oh, good.
Okay. Is that good?
So,
okay.
Yes. So we're gonna start with this. Okay. So in order to make sure that we utilize, we're done in a how I say, maybe in a reasonable amount of time, I'll be doing several things at once. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut up the tomatoes, the 1 pound of fresh tomatoes, maybe in quarters, and put them in a pot.
Okay.
And if you got the fresh bell pepper, this would be time to clean it, remove the seeds and put them in here as well. Just a teeny bit of water
Okay.
and have it start cooking to cook it down.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So while that is doing that, I asked for chicken thighs, boneless chicken thighs, not because you can't use bone. I mean,
Well, I did explain, she's a doctor. She's a doctor. So she wants to keep it healthy. And this is how she feeds her own family.
yeah.
We like, in our family, we like the bone and skin. And she said, Jean, that's fine.
we do that as well, but I figured something that would cook quickly.
Yes.
And which everybody could find. That's why I went with and of course we want the thigh because it's more flavorful.
Yes.
And moister than the breast. That's why as well. You could use beef. If somebody preferred pork, why not?
I put tofu down too.
Tofu too, but tofu would have to cook and then put it away separately. You don't want to cook it so it doesn't break up into pieces. Yes. So this is what we have. And I'm going to show you what I do with it.
Okay. Do you need another knife?
Yes.
Help yourself. Yeah, we bought a whole Cutco set because our daughter was selling them. And thank you to Lori. She bought a piece, I think, or something. But anyway, that's why we have a nice.
Okay, so I have this chicken thighs. Okay. Just going to put them in the pot.
Okay. Okay, so you're not even cutting it up.
No, I'm not cutting it up. I should, but I want to decrease the
this way, so
chances of contamination. So I cut it after I'm done cooking. I don't cut it before.
Oh, that's a good tip.
Yes.
I cut
No, so I don't cut it raw. So I have minced garlic. You could use fresh garlic. It's just for ease of
sure. And it's a nice small group today.
Yeah.
So please feel free to unmute yourself and we can make this interactive.
Please.
Yes.
Please.
We'd like to.
I like to hear your voices and maybe see you too.
Exactly. You know, last year we had a friend from Jamaica do her fish fritters.
Oh, wow.
And she was talking about the Asian population in Kingston or in Jamaica.
Yes.
It turns out there was an Chinese man in the Zoom call.
Yes.
And he said, I was born in Kingston, and they started speaking Jamaican. Amazing. So we don't know until we, start talking and just.
So I have about not quite about a teaspoon of minced garlic, which would maybe translate to a couple of cloves of fresh garlic. Yeah.
Smells really good.
Yes. Okay. And then I add what else do I add to it?
Here.
A pinch of thyme. You could use fresh. I have dried thyme. Just a pinch.
This right here, so you can see what you're pulling.
Pinch of thyme. I have a cube of the frozen ginger. I get this from Trader Joe's. Fresh ginger grated, about half a teaspoon would be same. So I add this to the chicken. And then I use this. I like this. I get this from Costco. You see the big size, but the smaller ones you could get from Ralph's. They have it in smaller jars. But I have a large family and I use this quite a bit. So this is what I use. It's called Better Than Bouillon. You could also use this. You could get this from Ralph's as well. It's just seasoning for the chicken. I use about a teaspoon of this.
Okay.
Okay.
Can everybody see? Feel free to weigh in. It'd be nice to, get some chattering going on. How's everybody doing today? Any sports games?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and then salt.
Okay.
I have salt. Okay.
Do you want the grinded or you just want more?
Yes. Yeah. Like the salt salad. Yeah. So that way I can see how much salt to use.
Okay.
Perfectly. So about half a teaspoon. I guess is more salt to taste. The thing about this dish is I've been cooking this since I was a girl, since I was young. Never really cooked it out of a recipe. So when Jean asked me, I had to sit down and say, how will I make it make sense for somebody who's trying to understand it and cook a recipe? So I did practice this. That's how come I can tell you half a teaspoon of this. Never measured it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So who taught you?
My mom, and she's here today. My mother actually was a home economics major, so she taught cooking classes to high school students for many years. And she used to be on, I call her a cooking channel pioneer. There was a program in Nigeria called Women's World, and she would demonstrate cooking to women, and it used to show at 8 p.m. at night, just before our bedtime. So we would all stay up to watch my mom cook on TV.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool. I didn't know that.
I mean, this was many years ago. So
well, that is pioneering. Was it called Women in
Women's World?
Women's World.
Yes. Oh, I forgot one more thing. I have a curry powder.
Sorry.
I like putting curry powder.
Okay.
We will put half a teaspoon of curry powder to the chicken.
Okay. And you show the.
It's a mild. I get this from the British store, but
where is the British store?
It's on Torrance Boulevard.
Oh,
yeah.
Did not know that.
Yes, but it's just, I guess, an important omission. Nigeria's independence was on the 1st of October 1960, because Nigeria was is a former British colony. So the British influence is quite heavy on our culture, our education. We go to school in English. I started learning English from probably the age of 3.
Oh.
Yes. So we speak our other native languages, but school is in English.
So how many native languages are in Nigeria?
How many?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Dialects, like thousands?
Hundreds.
Hundreds, wow.
Hundreds, yes.
Okay.
I mean, some areas don't understand one another. So English becomes the common language for us to communicate. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to put this on the stove.
Okay.
Notice I didn't put any water in it.
Yes.
Yes. So I just wanted to the chicken to bring out some of its juices, and that makes the meat tastier.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's see, which was this?
That one.
This one. Okay. So put it on medium heat and. Is that what's up?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Any questions so far? How's everyone doing with their recipe? Any questions? No?
No questions?
What kind of other foods do you serve? In Nigeria?
Staple is rice. There's something called yam, not like the yam we have here. It's a tuber that is, let's see, what would it be closest to?
Oh, it's a tuber.
It's a tuber, but it's not like the sweet potato yam kind of thing. It's not sweet.
It's not sweet.
Yeah. And we eat a lot of beans, the black-eyed peas especially.
Ah.
Yes, we make remember
what
that
did you make for me? That was
it's
so
called
good.
moi moi.
Oh my gosh.
Yes,
so
we make
good.
that we eat black-eyed peas, cooked, steamed, and we eat lots of vegetables, greens, not the carrot, but even like green leafy vegetables.
Okay.
We make a lot of soup with it, and then we make something that we call fufu. This is common in that entire area. It comes in sometimes they make it with corn, some people make it with cassava, that's the yuca.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, some people make it with that yam that I just explained to you, and then we make soups, different kinds of soups.
Oh.
So this fufu is like a mashed potato but firmer. So we use it and we dip it. We eat that with our hands. Yeah.
Wait, you said it's a soup?
We make a soup. The fufu is like a firm, like a firm mashed potato.
Oh, I see.
And then we use that and then we dip it in the soup. And then different kinds of soup. Yeah.
Okay.
That has vegetables and meat and
And
fish. Yeah.
you said you're in the West Coast?
Yes.
So there's seafood involved in
There's
your
seafood,
cuisine.
but yeah, on the coast, there are towns that are coastal, but where I come from is completely inland.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
okay.
but then we have rivers where you could go catch fish and shrimp and crabs and all that. Yeah, but
okay.
not
So
the ocean directly.
No, because
yes.
what you made for me had shrimp in it.
Exactly, which
the river
comes from
shrimp.
yeah,
River.
yeah,
Okay.
yes.
Which river would that be near? You?
The main, there are two main rivers, the Niger, which the country gets its name from, and the Benue. So there's the Niger and the Benue. Those are the two big rivers in the country. And then the different tributaries are what you get in the several states of the nation.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Awesome.
Okay.
All right. And maybe we will ask your lovely mother. Yes, I did not know. For those who joined us later, Nneka was explaining that her mom was a pioneer. She in cooking. There was a show in Nigeria called Women's World, and she taught cooking at 8 p.m. And the kids would watch her cook and then go to bed. Yes. So I would love to hear how it was. So in the Nigerian culture, are men and women treated more equal, or what is that culture like?
No, in the Nigerian culture for sure, it's patriarchal. It's about the man being the head of the family and being the head of the community. So in most places there is the president and the governors and all that, but in the traditional society, the men are the ones who are the kings and the council of kings and who make decisions about welfare in the community and things like that. But things are changing though very slowly. I mean, you would see women now being involved in politics and also being involved in the way things are being run in the community, because the women, I mean, have always held down the home front, and women now are no longer stay at home, professionally. Before, that's what you did. But like I said, my mother was a school teacher and a principal for many years.
Oh, principal too.
Yes. So women, they value women education now. A lot of people would rather actually send their daughters to school than send their sons to school.
I was going to ask about the education system. So girls and boys have equal access to education.
Yes.
And but so then what does that mean later on when you graduate? Are there equal employment for girls, for boys? Because you're pioneering too. You're a doctor.
Yeah, but not there. I mean, there are other women who have done this way before me, because by my mother's time, traditionally, women would be teachers or nurses.
Yes, right.
Or secretaries, right? There weren't too many of them in engineering or medicine or science, STEM kind of things. But times changed. As our generation came up, women were going into those fields, and there are opportunities, I would say, but unemployment is a big problem in Nigeria. So I don't know that I could really, off the top of my head, tell you what the opportunities are as far as men and women. But there are. I mean, I have classmates of mine who are, doing work on different levels, private sector, public sector, and I mean, they got the employment based on their qualifications.
Yes. Oh, that's good to know. So that's good.
Yeah.
Any questions from our audience?
Okay. So
no. Okay, she's gonna check on. Did we burn it?
Almost.
Almost. Just in time.
Just in time.
Okay.
Saved by the bell. So this is the tomatoes that I've put down. I'm going to put that in the blender. I also had included a bell pepper, but I love Trader Joe's. You never know what you're gonna find. They make life easy. Yeah. So I get this. It's called fire roasted bell pepper. So all I have to do is just bring it out, blend it, and I'm ready to go.
Okay.
So I have the blender here. Just in time.
Awesome. Let's see. Okay. So there are all sorts of activities happening on Saturdays. Someone checked in and they had to leave for a cheerleading football team. So we will rethink our schedules, but her mom is gonna come. Beautiful.
Okay, so our food also, Nigerian food tends to be, depending on what part of the country, tends to be packed with heat, tends to be spicy. So I brought, and I also included in the picture of the ingredients, chili, hot chili. This is the yellow habanero, and this is the red one. I'm going to ask Jean how much heat she can handle.
I handle a lot.
Oh, you can?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to use this one red habanero chili. Yeah.
No, you start right here,
Yeah.
and then we will show you.
Yeah. So I will cut it open, put it in the blender for blending.
Here, I'll turn it.
Okay.
Okay. I have NECA. I have her lovely mom here. Do you want to introduce your mom?
Yeah. My mom is Mary Ellen. Mommy, say hello.
Hello. Hello.
Like I said, she's a pioneer in this in the cooking world. Pioneer chef, and she's one of 4 sisters who are really good cooks. They're good Nigerian cooks. They make really good food. And she taught me. Yeah, that's one of the things that really.
Put you over here, Mama, if you okay, so you could sit here. Is that okay?
Oh, yes.
Maybe she can sit right here. You want to sit here? That way you can be in the picture too. Okay. Don't worry.
Okay, so the chicken is cooking.
Let's turn off the burner.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So remember that I didn't put a lot of water in the chicken. I just wanted to bring out some of its own juices. Yeah, as it cooks down.
Yes.
Okay, so do you teach your granddaughters? So NECA has 2 college girls.
Yeah.
One at UCLA, one at
UCSD.
UCSD.
Yeah.
And so do you teach your daughters? You teach your daughters like your sons, and she also has 2 boys.
Yeah.
Do you teach your boys to cook too?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Very good.
There is no gender preference in cooking because the tummy doesn't have any gender preference. It needs to be fed.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
it needs to be
It
fed.
does.
And my brothers too. They learned how to cook and even bake their birthday cakes.
Oh wow.
All mom would do was, how will I say, provide the money and the ingredients, and you go bake your own birthday cake. That's how we learned. Yes. So I'm going to. Oh, I was going to blend the tomatoes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Turn this around. So, but on what?
Yes.
You just wanna-
Yes.
Okay.
I took one habanero chili because Jean tells me she can handle the heat. So
You can handle the heat.
you could use jalapenos that are milder, or you could skip on the chili altogether. It doesn't matter.
I got this chili at Trader Joe's. I love that. I love, but I do it too. I love spicy. Show you what I got. The gold chili? Yes, I got this. Oh, my husband loves it. I got this. It's super spicy. Also from Trader Joe's. It just needs a little bit. Like I don't.
What
know.
I do,
Yeah.
we use more than a little bit.
I
I
believe
put
it.
olive oil
Yeah.
in a pan and I
Yeah.
put it with this. I make a sauce. It's
Oh,
good. You can use
What do
it
you-
on for your
vegetables.
chicken,
Uh-huh.
vegetables. You could use it. I guess Trader Joe's. I mean, I am one of those. They should be paying me.
They should.
I love Trader Joe's. I get all sorts of things, and I like to say I doctor my food.
Yeah.
So get something, it becomes something else. Yeah,
Yes, I love
like.
it.
So now the tomatoes are blended.
Okay.
While the chicken is still cooking,
Mhm.
we're going to start. Let me wash out this sauce.
Do you want another sauce? I think that's all I have.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is fine, yeah.
Okay. So how many brothers do you have?
4.
Oh, 4.
Yes, I have 4 brothers. I am one of 6.
Oh my goodness. And your mom, you had 6 kids and you had a career. A
Yes.
modern woman. Oh my gosh.
Yes, she did.
Yeah.
And in Nigeria, we live, families kind of live together. So yes, she was able to do that because she had support. Her sisters lived, helped her raise us. Yes, and also helped to make sure children got to school.
Yeah.
And make sure children are not by themselves up to some mischief before she got back from work. Yes.
Oh, it did.
Yes.
Yeah, I wish
Yes.
it was more like that.
Yes.
There's nobody like.
No.
I'm gonna put these flowers next to you.
Okay, good. Yes.
They can see you.
Yes.
See?
So we said 2 cups of rice. This is parboiled rice. This is what we typically use because it tends to not, it doesn't clump up as much as the other kind of rice you might get. The basmati might do have the same effect as well. So
Okay.
I'm,
So it's like long grain.
exactly, that's what it is, long grain
rice.
parboiled rice. Yes.
Okay.
So I have put 2 cups in the saucepan,
Okay.
and I'm going to wash.
Oh, you wash rice too?
Yes, I wash it.
What? Okay, I was taught to wash rice, as all good Chinese girls are taught to wash rice, and boys. And what is the reason for washing rice?
I'm not sure, but I'm thinking that there is, I don't know,
Maybe your mom.
Reduce whatever, I mean.
Starch, dirt. I mean,
Starch,
it's pretty clean.
yes,
I
it
mean,
is.
the modern rice is pretty clean.
Yes, in the past, we used to see stones and all that.
Yes,
So
yes. Maybe
you want to
it's
get,
a habit.
little.
Isn't that funny? Maybe it was a tradition that's not necessary anymore.
Yeah, but they say, well, it's good to wash rice. Maybe, I don't know if it decreases the amount of arsenic
Starch.
or whatever that is in the
arsenic.
soil.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So we're gonna put this,
Let's move that.
yes. We're just gonna let it maybe cook for, no, boil, not even cook for about a couple minutes.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna dump out the water and get it cold.
Oh.
Okay. So
You want to
we
bring
must,
it
yeah, we're not going to overcook it. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So the next thing is chop up, I have red onions, but any kind of onions will do, brown, white, whatever you have.
Brown onions?
Yeah,
There's brown onions?
the one with the brown one.
Oh, the yellow one.
Yeah, yellow. Oh, wow.
Yes, I can see your point.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah,
This one. Or this one.
Exactly, yes, on this one. This one would do.
That's huge.
Yes, this is a big one, but I had a small red onion
I like
ball.
those too.
Yes, so this. This is what we don't have this in Nigeria.
Oh, you don't?
No, I saw this here for the first time.
No way.
Yes, it's usually the red or the white.
Oh, white.
And the white we would use for salads and things like that, but the red is what is in the market everywhere.
Oh, and it tastes the same?
To me.
Okay, it tastes the same.
Okay, so this is, we're going to start making the sauce. So in this sauce, oh yeah, okay. So
You can actually put the chicken back here.
Okay.
And then we'll move this one here.
Okay.
Let me have that. There we go. Be careful, this one's on, okay?
Okay.
The front one's on.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So which one am I get? This one.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. This is a good one for it.
Yeah.
So when the pan dries, we're going to put some olive oil, and then
Use your
start.
oil.
Yeah. Oh,
Use your oil.
yes. Okay. Okay. This is the chicken. This is how much of the stock it's cooked out on its own without me adding anything. But because we need some braising liquid, I have this chicken stock.
That's not from Trader Joe's.
No, this is from Costco. It's either Costco or Trader Joe's for me.
Me too.
Okay, so I put about a whole cup full of the chicken stock.
Okay.
Yes, so
Ooh, you must save the soup for later. Is that for the rice?
I use it for the rice. Yes.
Ah, it smells really good in here.
So let's cook it a little more. Just let it boil.
Oh, do want me to turn that?
And then we can put this one here.
Yes, I'll turn that heat up.
Yeah,
Where is it?
good. That's this one, right?
This is the front?
Okay,
Yes.
perfect. Okay. So we have the onions chopped. And if you have a red bell pepper, this will be time for you
Turn
to,
around.
yeah, but this one is the
There
one
you
that's
go.
already easy to, the quick one.
Yeah.
But you could also use the fresh one. I
Oh,
made
wow.
myself, I cut it up.
Uh-huh.
You can have it toasted on the
Oh,
stove
yeah.
and then clean it. This I did yesterday
What
when I
herbs
was,
do you have in there?
no,
Oh, it's just burnt?
It's just burnt,
Oh,
yes.
okay.
Yeah, that's what it is, yeah. So, while we're waiting for the pan to dry.
Oh, I don't know if I showed everyone. This is the way the onion should be chopped. It's not in,
No,
it's
you
not
can chop in
diced.
little pieces. This
Oh, they
is-
can?
Yeah, yeah, it can
Oh.
be diced. Because eventually you're not going to see it.
Oh, it's going to dissolve.
Yes,
Okay,
exactly.
okay,
So it
okay.
doesn't matter whether it's chopped or diced, it's just a matter of preference. This is quick work for me. I don't have to do.
I forgot also, you don't have to use that little.
Okay, all right.
It's you. Okay, can you ready? It's like there's three of us. Hi.
I'm asking whether they're into.
Oh, it's attendance? Oh, no, there's more. And then this is gonna be this is recorded.
Okay.
It's a Saturday morning and it's like the kids are in, like, the parents have to run their kids around
Okay.
for,
So the reason why I'm waiting for the chicken to, kind of, I wish you could see it,
oh, yeah,
get a boil.
sure.
Yeah,
Oops.
yeah. Oh,
There we go.
can you see it?
Yeah, okay,
Okay.
oh, hold on.
So if you have the chicken with the bone, same process. If you had some beef, it would be better to use beef for stewing because you cook it quite a bit.
Oh, yeah,
Uh-huh.
right.
Okay. So, okay. So that's fine.
All right.
Once it starts boiling, this will be a good time to, if you want to cut it into strips, like smaller strips.
Oh, the chicken?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so I will.
So this was a good tip I did not think about before. I actually, the difference is though, the Chinese, so
Yes.
when I cut the chicken and we cut it raw
Yes.
and dice it, we
Yes.
actually mix it with the sauces
Ah.
and then sometimes the cornstarch and then we
Yeah,
saute it
right.
before we cook it.
Yeah.
So it's a different texture.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Dr. Nakash, what she was saying was to avoid bacteria contamination, she cooks the chicken and then she chops it up.
Yes, I don't cut before. Yeah.
Okay.
So we're just gonna move the yes. And this is my opportunity to trim off any excess fat.
Oh, that's the good stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so I cut them in.
Do you want me to turn down the heat?
No, that's fine. Let's cut them in strips.
Okay.
It's done. Oh, this one. Okay. Just.
Can we bring this over?
Yes, we can. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so these big pieces of what's it called, thigh, I cut maybe into 4. It's not quite good down.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there we go. And how many people does this
That will
serve?
feed.
Yeah.
I would think this could feed up to 4 people.
4 people.
Yeah, maybe more. Yeah.
So they could just, people can
Yes.
just double the recipe. for less
Exactly.
things.
Yes. Just multiply. Actually, I was gonna do that to make sure.
Oh,
we
no,
had
no.
enough. Yeah.
Well, no, I told my girls who
Yeah.
are in soccer
Yeah.
right now, I
Uh-huh.
said, yeah, Miss Neka's gonna come and make her chicken jollof. Oh, is she
Yeah.
gonna save any for us?
Oh, for sure.
I said, I don't know, she has her own family.
So the rice probably boiled more than I wanted to. I'm gonna put cold water
Okay.
to stop the cooking process.
Oh, and we had a colander for you.
I do
We
have-
have one, okay. What is it?
Oh, I have it. Yes.
Good.
Perfect. Yes.
All right.
So let's keep.
Let's see here. All these flowers, I'm gonna adjust yes. Beautiful.
love flowers. So do I too, especially when they're bright colors.
Yes. What's the national flower of Nigeria? Do you know? I don't even know what America's is, actually.
I'm not sure, but a lot of dandelion.
Rose, is that your national?
No, no, they're more like the flowers that are more like in the sunflower, like the
Like the daisy
geranium
kind of.
and hibiscus. Lots and lots of hibiscus.
Yes, that's true.
flowers,
Yeah, it's tropical.
It's tropical, yes. Okay, so the rice is being washed in cold water to stop the cooking process. So now I still have chicken here. We can show another plate. No, that's this one here.
Okay.
Okay, so now we have the stocking, which we're going to braise the rice, okay?
Okay.
So we'll stop here. And sweet pan. I have about half a cup of olive oil. You could use any kind of a cooking oil. I don't put the entire thing because I'm going to cook the chicken just a little bit in the oil. Okay. It's tasty.
Yeah.
Okay. So. Oh, it's not quite hot. You
Oh,
should
it's
make
the
a
other
sound.
side. It's the other side.
Oh,
It's the other button on the left.
oh,
No, no,
but
that
this
one, yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to turn off? Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is fine. Yeah. I want to
Okay.
turn it off,
Do
yeah.
you want to turn off the heat for the rice?
For that one, yes.
Turn it
this
off?
one.
Yeah, turn it off. There you go.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay. So we're going
Mm.
to cook the chicken a little bit in the oil. Some kind of like a quick pan fry.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's gotta be flavorful, because
It
what did
is.
you put in there? Garlic, curry,
Garlic,
curry.
curry, a little thyme,
a little thyme, no rosemary.
ginger, no rosemary, but I
Ginger.
have 2 sprigs of rosemary that we'll put in the rice.
Are those common seasonings
They
for
are.
Nigerian cooking?
They are for jollof rice.
Okay,
Yeah.
so rosemary and thyme are readily
Yeah. Some people
available.
use bay leaf too, but I find that a little bit too strong. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. And my mother would say, want not and waste not. So
Yeah.
every scrap gets in the pot.
yeah. Good, good. She must make you proud, Nekus.
Yeah.
Okay, put you back.
So like on a medium high heat, not too high. We just want to get it a little like a brownish color on it.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
yes,
pretty.
yeah.
That's nice.
A little brownish color.
Okay. What is the color? Okay, she's so pretty. Okay. What was it like growing up for you in Nigeria? Like schooling and it's good. Did you have to walk to school? Is there buses or?
No bus.
No bus.
I have to drive myself to school.
You drive yourself to school?
You when you went to school.
Okay, when I went to school.
But they let kids drive?
Walk all the way, yes.
Yeah. It's amazing. And then is your mom, sister, your auntie still in Nigeria? Are they all over the world now?
They're
or-
actually, the youngest is visiting right now from Nigeria. She's with her other sister who lives in the Bay Area. And she has another, her immediate younger sister is also here in LA with her daughter. Yes. So, yeah.
So when you guys get together, are you cooking everybody? Is it more like a potluck? Everybody brings different things?
Yes, people cook in their home and bring different things. And then there are some things that, like the quick cook ones, just as we came in, somebody would cook up some like our local salads. Yeah, since we started speaking English, we've done.
Well, so that's when you start eating is the local.
Yes.
What's inside? What is
It's made of yuca. It's like a yuca plate. That's a plate, a yuca plate that's dried, and then we kind of make it use warm water to revive it, to make it come.
hydrated.
Hydrated, yeah, that's what I'm looking for. And then we cook with a lot of palm oil. The oil
Palm
from the
oil.
palm tree, yeah.
Well, that has a nice flavor. It's
And
like the
it's
Chinese
red.
cook with, it's red.
It's red, it's a red, rich in vitamin A.
Oh.
Yes, that's what we.
Do you buy it here?
Yeah, from the African shop.
Where is that?
They have one in Gardena, there are a couple in Gardena, and some in LA, proper. The one in Gardena is the closest, that's where we shop. Yeah.
Yeah, the Chinese, use peanut oil, I know it's cooked with peanut oil.
Peanut oil, yeah, I love peanut, we cook with peanut oil too, but my children are peanut allergic,
Yeah,
so,
mine too.
yeah, so we don't cook with
But
that.
so palm oil is high heat oil.
It is,
Okay.
but it tends to smoke.
Okay.
Yeah, when we cook the local soups, you don't cook them. You just put it in and then you cook with the rest of the food.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so
Okay.
you don't have to worry about the smoking with high heat. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to remove the chicken thighs
Okay.
from the pan.
Oh. Do you want me to remove that so you can do other things or you?
Sure, why
Okay.
not?
Yeah.
Okay,
And to turn off the heat, right?
turn it down, no.
Turn it down.
Down, yeah.
Okay.
Onions
Oh, you
go
can do
in.
the onions there. I love this tea. I've never cooked with my friend ever before, so this is the first thing. We don't usually cook together, like families don't cook together like that, right? Except for barbecue.
Yeah,
Or
except you invite over and everybody knows me. We're having a party.
Yeah, come over. I need you to cook.
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
Okay, so now I'm going to put the chopped onions in the pan. Okay. Just let it cook down a little bit. Personally, I like it going a little, not just translucent, getting a little brown, so it brings out the flavor.
Oh, yeah.
Another thing why I like doing pan frying the chicken is that it allows a little more flavor from the drippings from the chicken.
Yes.
So while it's cooking, the next thing we're going to add to this is our blended tomatoes.
Okay,
So,
let me get that for you.
yeah, so. Okay, it's not a lot. This would have the chili if you choose to use the hot chilies, any type of your choice here. The habanero, the jalapeno, if you had it, you would blend it too. Yeah. Oh, you know what I was forgetting?
What's that?
I don't know if there is a pack of jollof rice in Trader Joe's.
Of course. Oh,
They have the rice, but they use sun-dried tomatoes and we tried it.
that one you are not endorsing.
We tried it, yeah.
But
It's not quite it.
yeah, but in Nigerian, do you eat sun-dried tomatoes?
No, we
that's an
don't.
Italian
No,
kind of
exactly.
Mediterranean.
So they
Oh.
tried
So
a
what-
mixture of cultures
Culture.
in that.
So
yeah.
what makes it jollof rice?
What makes this jollof rice is a one-pot dish.
Oh, is that
Yeah.
the
I don't remember,
translation?
it's not Nigerian in origin.
Right. You said.
Yeah, but through the years,
Mhm.
all the peoples of that coast of West Africa have adaptations of this dish, right?
But none of them have sun-dried tomatoes.
Maybe they do, but we don't.
Oh, okay.
Our version doesn't.
Okay.
Yes, but the one they have at Trader Joe's is a rice in a bag with pieces of sun-dried tomatoes, and it's supposed to be spicy.
It's not.
And
Not for you.
so we quickly bought one to see how it compared, and we said, oh, I'm sure actually, if you look up Trader Joe's jollof rice online, there's a lot of opinions on that.
Oh.
Some people are like, oh no, this isn't it.
Does it have the curry? Does it have the?
No.
So it's just like rice with sun-dried tomatoes?
Pretty much. That's what it was like to us. So
They should
now,
have been like the soda.
right, right? So I'm gonna add the tomatoes now.
Okay.
Okay.
Smells really good in here.
Yeah. So with the tomatoes cooking down, we're going to blend the pepper,
Okay.
the one I roasted.
Oh, unique. Okay.
Yes, this I roasted yesterday in my kitchen. And we can add, well, what the red bell pepper does, it makes the dish, turn out really different shades of red. It
Yeah.
could be really, really red. It depends on how red you want it.
Well, and that's the thing. I Googled
Mhm.
jollof rice
Yeah.
too, and
Okay.
it has different looks to it.
Exactly.
And some of them are more, but it kind of reminds me of the Spanish rice.
Exactly. That is the closest thing.
Oh, is it?
The Spanish rice or the Mexican
Yes.
rice, yes.
Mhm.
But ours tends to be, I don't know if they cook, I haven't asked. I don't know if they cook with like the chicken stock, and it makes it really tasty.
Oh, yeah.
My mom, when I was younger, when she was younger too, she would she would cook these jollof rice for her school things to do, and she would cook. We eat more beef than, or we did eat more beef than chicken.
Oh, really?
Growing up,
Oh, okay.
So as we got older and people became more conscious, oh, we're trying to cut down on red meat, and now we cook with more chicken sometimes than beef.
Yeah. And not so much seafood.
No, not as much. We do have the seafood,
You
but
could do this with shrimp.
you could do this with shrimp as well. Yeah. But then the stock, you will still need some chicken stock or plain water to raise the rice.
Yeah.
We wouldn't forget the tomatoes. We don't have to burn. Yeah.
Is this enough?
I want it to be finely.
Fine. Okay.
Yeah.
So this one is fine.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No more? Okay.
If you want to see like little pieces of the pepper. Okay. So the tomatoes are cooking. You want it to really cook down. Yes. You want it to really cook down so that it doesn't have fresh tomatoes tend to have like a sour, a little bit of an acidic taste.
Mm-hmm.
So when you cook it down properly, the acidic taste will go down significantly.
Right.
Remember, this is a one pot traditionally, and it's something people would cook and leave on the stove top, maybe not in the refrigerator. So you want it to be well cooked so that it doesn't go bad in the tropical heat.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, so it's left out all day just to snack on?
Meals.
Meals,
So
but
people
then-
go dish the meals
Oh,
from it.
gotcha.
Yes.
So are your pots bigger?
Oh yeah.
Like these are like tiny.
This is really small. Yeah, we cook with large pots. Even here in America, I have these huge, like 24 pot. Yes. I would cook on Sundays or on the weekends, and then I would dish them like the jollof rice in bowls and put them in the refrigerator.
yeah.
So when I'm at work, when my mom's home with and when the boys come back from school, they dish from there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, the tomatoes, yes. Let's cook it a little bit more. Did I see Annabelle?
Annabelle's there. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
at a volleyball game,
Oh,
but
that's
she wanted to
right.
be here.
Yeah.
She may not unmute
She muted
herself.
herself.
Yeah, because it's loud there.
Yeah.
Annabelle's there.
Okay.
Don't burn yourself. You can
Yeah.
use these
Right.
lighters.
Yeah. Oh, it smells good though.
It does smell
Yeah.
And
Smells
this,
good.
the red pepper smells like fresh
Yeah.
too.
I also like to add a little more minced garlic in the tomatoes when it's cooking.
Yeah.
It gives maybe like a quarter of a teaspoon. Yes. More flavor. I love garlic. Some people don't share my sentiments.
I love garlic. So another thing of herb that I love is cilantro. Is that
no, we don't.
traditional
Yeah, I
herb.
make cilantro here.
Yeah.
Yes, we didn't cook with cilantro, but we cooked with, like I said, thyme,
Yeah.
rosemary,
Yeah.
the curry powder, ginger,
Uh-huh.
What else? Nutmeg.
Nutmeg.
Yeah. Remember I mentioned nutmeg.
Nutmeg.
Some people add nutmeg.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. So this is looking good. Cooked down.
Let me show
Yes.
people what it looks like.
So the tomato will cook down.
Hold on.
Oh,
The camera is there. It's just
okay. I'm gonna put
my
a little
laptop.
more oil.
Oh, there you
The
go.
rest of I'm adding the rest of the olive oil. I have
Okay.
half a cup, remember?
Yeah.
Okay. So the
That's
tomato
good.
is nicely cooked down.
Mhm.
You should be able to move it and have the pot, have it all move to one side.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. And then we're going to add the blended red bell pepper mixture with the chili. This one's gonna be
Yum.
hot because I hope the girls can handle the heat.
I don't care about the girls.
Oh, Jen. Oh, Jean. So
I'll
this
make
is-
another version without the
Yes,
heat.
yes. So
I'm
this
kidding. Of
so
course.
it's
I can.
nice and yeah, you should be able to make it. It's easy.
Yeah. Well, now that I
and
can
you
see,
can call me, yeah.
and I just got some chicken thighs from Trader Joe's.
Yay.
Do you know I cannot find chicken thighs at Ralph's? That it must be a shortage or something. I don't know.
So
But that's the kind with the skin and bones. in
yes,
it.
that one's good.
Yeah.
More flavor.
It
from
is
the
more
bones.
flavor.
Yeah. Yeah. So while that is cooking down, we personally for the stock that we're going to braise the rice in, there's so much going on there.
Oh my gosh, that's beautiful.
So much.
Yeah.
I like to strain mine.
Okay.
That's me. I'm going to use this to strain it, but you don't have to. If you want to, have a little bit more going on, but I like to see mine nice, red without too much going on it. Yeah. So I'm going to strain this into the mixture. Okay.
Okay.
So we're just going to wait for the red bell pepper to cook down in the sauce, and we will continue. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So your beautiful outfits, do people wear this traditional dress on special occasions
Yes.
or daily life?
Well, there's been a lot of Western influence on us, as you would expect.
Yes.
So for people, some people going to work, this is not practical.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
sure.
you might
But
wear-
your mother's dress is
Yes,
practical.
mine is. My mom's is.
Yeah, it's
Mom, stand up.
It's
Hers is,
beautiful.
like a midi dress.
A midi dress.
Somebody could
I
wear this
love
to
the
work.
cut.
Yes, yes.
Hey, did you buy that here?
No, she had it made. My sister-in-law made it for her in Nigeria.
Oh,
Yeah.
I want one.
Okay.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
cut, and I
yeah.
like, look at the sleeves.
Yes, yes, it's.
And the pattern.
Oh, Nigerians are very good. The couture, the things, they could reproduce the best made clothes. They're really good.
In the pocket. Look how shapely. And see, Neka, you look like a beautiful mermaid.
Right?
Yeah.
That's the whole idea.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's very flattering.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And then the headdress, what is this? What
It's
did you
just
do
a
that
piece
for?
of cloth. I made it into this shape. It's a
Okay.
piece of cloth.
Uh-huh.
Then I tied it around that. Yes.
Okay.
Like this. Yeah. So now it's cooking down. So we'll add the rest of the spices, a little bit more of the curry. Well, I guess we'll do that when we put the rice. Okay.
Okay.
So this is the rice that I had parboiled and cooled. This is just 2 cups.
Wow.
You could do a little more if you want, a little less with less of the ingredients. Yes. So
Yeah.
so you could adjust the quantity.
Okay.
So I'm going to turn the heat down a little bit and add the rice. And because I want to strain the stock.
Oh,
okay?
yes.
So this is the stock that we got from the chicken thighs and the chicken stock.
Did you think your daughter would have a cooking show too?
No, I don't think she did. No. So and then look at that. Mhm.
Oh, yeah. Mm-mm.
Usually, I'm sorry if I have this contribution. Jollof rice is usually a moist dish.
A moist dish, okay?
Yes, it's a moist dish, and unlike fried rice,
Yes.
fried rice is dry.
Yes.
And usually, if I attend a party and they serve fried rice and jollof rice, I would prefer to eat jollof rice.
Yes.
Because it is more palatable and
For you.
yeah,
Yeah.
for me, I know
Okay.
others can take the fried rice.
Yes.
Oh, because yes, Nigerians have a version of the fried rice that is not like the fried rice we eat here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it tends to be more, what would I say? It's like a pilaf, but it's very dry.
Oh.
Yes, that's why she's saying that it's not a fried rice that we have here.
Right, right, right.
They have the same long grain rice cooked really dry.
Mhm.
So for her, that they tend to serve those two at parties. So
I
is that the
see.
jollof
That's the fried,
or the fried
fried rice.
Not the fried rice we have
not the
here.
Chinese fried
Not the
rice.
Chinese
Because
fried
I don't like pilaf either.
no.
I don't like that kind either. But the
So-
Chinese fried rice is a little oilier.
Yeah,
And it has
yeah.
more
Okay,
seasonings in it.
exactly. That
So
one
in your
doesn't tend
dried
to have
rice,
a,
in your dried rice, is there a lot of stuff in it?
The fried rice?
Food, yeah, the fried rice. Is there like
No.
it's just rice?
It's just rice, and they might put carrots and peas.
Oh, that doesn't-
Yes,
that's
not very
exciting.
interesting.
No. Compared to this, yeah,
Yes.
I would choose this every time.
I'm going to add another quarter of a teaspoon of curry powder. Before, well, it's not an exact size. Remember, this is the first time I'm measuring what I'm cooking. Never did. So, and another quarter of a teaspoon of, yeah, I use the bedded bouillon, remember?
Yeah, so you can't mix it or you can?
You can, but I choose, let me remain with this one. So
Okay.
another quarter of a teaspoon. This is supposed to be chicken.
It's pretty good.
Chicken what? Roasted
Roasted
chicken with chicken stock and
Mhm.
food starch and garlic powder and all that stuff.
Mhm.
Lots of good stuff. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so we add that. I don't put all the stock at once for the braising because you don't want it to be too much and then it'll be all mushy.
Okay.
Yes, so you still want.
So you
Okay.
just kind of let that cook down.
Yes, so now I'm going to
Mhm.
put the chicken
Mhm.
right on top.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's the size of the chicken usually cut. The
Yeah,
pieces
when
to
it's
that.
all cut. Yeah,
Yeah.
not too, you don't want to, you can cut it tinier if you want.
Mhm.
And then we will turn the heat down to about
Nice.
a medium low.
Okay.
Yes. And then,
Okay.
okay.
So what do you drink with this? Is there a lot of alcohol, beer, local wines, or do you?
The drink,
Water.
Water is always, water is always
I know you
good.
do.
I drink water. I love
Sure.
sparkling water with different flavors,
Uh-huh.
but people drink beer.
Okay.
And then we have the natural, the palm tree.
Oh.
There is a wine that comes from it.
Oh my
It is
gosh.
so good.
Really?
Oh, it's
Is
so
that at
good.
the African shop?
It is,
Get
but
it.
that's, I don't think it's the real thing at the shop.
That's
I've
okay.
seen it. I think they cook that one in the kitchen.
They doctor it up
I
and
think
Trader
they doctor-
Joe's.
that's not the real thing is, growing up, when we went home to the village, you had people who climbed, these are tall trees, really
Yeah,
tall trees.
yeah.
Some of them could be up to what, 15, 20 feet.
Oh, wow.
So they had this traditional way of going up them and they put calabashes.
Does this free climb? Do
No, they
ropes?
have ropes. They
Oh,
put
okay,
ropes
okay,
around
okay.
them.
Yeah.
And they went up the trees
Mhm.
and they put calabashes in, is the sap really?
Yeah.
So the sap drips into these little gourds,
Uh-huh.
you know, like some relative of the zucchini. It's a gourd.
Okay.
And it drips in, and then first thing in the morning, when it's still dewy and a little chilly, it's the sweetest and the most intoxicating thing you've ever
Is
had.
it?
Because the sweetness kind of deceives you.
Wait. So you don't even ferment it. You just collect it in the morning
They
and drink
collect
it?
it. Yeah, but then some people leave it by the evening. It's fermented. You just see it bubbling because the yeast is
No.
active, fresh yeast.
Oh my God.
It's supposed to be good for the eyes, they say.
Oh, good.
So, but I remember even as kids, we would stand when they come down and we would drink some of that thing.
And then,
And all of us would be on the floor sleeping. And then it was later on we realized, oh gosh, this is alcohol. It is strong but so sweet.
you have to get it fresh and there's no way they can bottle it.
Exactly, they can't bottle it. By the time, that's why I tell you what's in the store, that's not it.
Wow. Okay, that's the first thing I'm gonna try when I go to Nigeria.
That's
Give
for
me some
sure.
palm.
Oh, yes.
Is it called palm wine?
Palm wine it's
Oh,
called.
what
Yeah.
color is it?
It's like,
White.
no, it's
Clear?
it tends to be like a diluted milk. It's like you
Oh,
put
thick.
milk. No, it's not thick. I'm just trying, like, you
No,
put
no,
a cup of milk, like,
yeah.
you know, skim milk.
But I mean like cloudy. It's not clear.
It's cloudy. Thank
That's
you.
what I
That's the
mean.
word. It's cloudy.
Yeah, almost like a coconut milk.
Exactly, but not as
Thin.
coconut. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, if
Yeah.
like if you dilute it down the coconut milk several times, then you get this cloudy
Yeah,
color. But it has a spritz because of the active yeast. You just watch it and it's going boom, 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 boom. You know what reminds me of it? Kombucha. That's the closest thing
Kombucha.
to it.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Wow.
That's what it looks
So
like.
so
Yeah.
kids drink this. At what age? You don't give it to babies.
No.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine? Parents would be sleeping through the night if we gave that to babies.
No,
And we
not
should say it's helping their eyes.
No, right?
Oh,
so
wow.
it's cooking
I wonder
down.
how much proof is it? Do you,
Because it's
it's strong, huh?
I think it's strong in the sense that I mean, maybe for those who are not used to drinking, they get a good nap after it. But other people drink it and they're fine.
But
you
I
know?
can't imagine there's a lot in one palm. So it's just a little bit.
It's just a little bit. So they end up going like from tree to tree to tree,
Uh-huh.
and they trade in this. Some people, that's their trade.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
Uh-huh.
They collect it and they go to the market with
Uh-huh.
it. And we use that for ceremonies, weddings,
Oh.
and funerals and parties. And
So it's not too
yeah.
expensive.
Oh, well, relatively, it's more expensive than buying beer or buying
sure.
soda or buying,
yeah.
yes. And because the art of tapping it, it's called tapping palm wine. It's an
Oh.
art that's not being passed on as much. So there are less people who are tapping it than before. So that makes it even more expensive. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. Now I know. That's neat.
It is.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Okay, what else?
So it's still braising. We want to make sure they're still braising liquids.
Mhm.
And we want the rice to be kind of al dente, not too soft.
Yeah.
Yes.
But do you want to taste it?
Yes. You grab one too. So
Oh, yeah.
tell.
How about you? Your mom, she probably knows what it tastes like.
Go on. That's how.
How are your rice looking, guys?
Yeah, I would like to see
I would love to
yours.
see it. Good flavor.
Yeah. And it doesn't need any more salt.
I can handle the heat.
You
It's
could
not
have.
too bad.
Oh, we have more heat than
I
this.
believe it. I saw you hold the pepper back. for me.
Yes, yes.
That's good.
Anybody's pot getting close to being done?
Show us what you got. It'd be nice to see if you're they're busy
Yeah.
cooking.
Yeah.
So like what kind of desserts do you guys eat?
Not a lot. Fruit. Lots of fresh fruit. Like I said, it's tropical and seasonal. So oranges. I don't know if a coconut is a fruit, but we have a lot of it. And mangoes. Oh gosh,
Oh,
mango
lovely,
season
yes.
is children up on the trees.
Yes.
The
Oh my
children
gosh.
climb the trees, pick up the mangoes like they're little, some kids will forgo food when it's mango
Mango
season.
season.
Yes.
So with because most of the mangoes here, except for maybe in Hawaii,
Yeah.
it's all imported.
Imported, yes.
So what season is it?
Mango season is, I want to say March, April, March through maybe June.
Okay, so spring.
It's a short, spring. It's not a very long season. So, but we have different varieties. depending on what part of the
Mango?
country. Oh, yes. Oh,
Well, I
yes,
know, like there's
mango.
Filipino mangoes
No,
that are
there's this,
yellow.
oh,
and
there's this
small,
one with that's kind of long and green. It's the sweetest thing you ever had.
and it stays green, because I would
It
think.
stays
of
green, it
I would
doesn't
think-
ripen.
Oh.
You only know by the give. It kind of, it's
Yeah.
hard when it's not ready.
Uh-huh.
And then it's kind of soft but not mushy when it's
Uh-huh.
ready. And when you cut open, it's like a deep, rich orange color inside.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
really good.
And
Yeah.
it's ripe. See,
And
I would have
it's
gone
good.
by the greens. It's not ripe yet.
No. Then we have the ones that ripen like the ones we buy here with the reddish and
Yeah.
the yellow. And then we have this particular one we used to eat. I didn't like it very much. It smelled like kerosene.
Oh,
I don't know if you know what kerosene, like
Yeah,
a fuel.
it smells like one of my husband's whiskeys, like carrot, like
Yeah.
fuel.
Like fuel. That's what it smelled like.
Huh.
Yeah, so all sorts of it's we're almost there.
So do you have durian? I tried durian
No, I have
for the
not
first
tried
time in Singapore years ago.
Really?
And it's sort of the same, when it's seasoned,
Yes.
that's all people eat.
Really?
It's like.
I see it here, but I haven't been
It's-
brave enough. I
it
hear it's so
smells-
stinky.
Yeah.
But I hear it's good though.
Well, I think I tasted it. It's
Yeah.
very mushy, the texture,
Ah.
and what it smells like
Yeah.
is what it tastes like.
Oh.
But I think you have to grow up on it.
Right.
And then I think it's like sushi. For me,
Ah.
for a sushi,
Yeah.
I had to really get into wasabi.
Yeah.
Then you just like, now you crave it.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah,
like
there's
that.
another what's called, they call it here, like the cherimoya.
Oh, yes.
Oh, we have the big ones called soursop. Oh, I love that. Yes,
Oh.
big ones, that also seasonal.
Also sweet.
Yes, it's also sweet and it's a little bit not custardy. I don't know what.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Creamy. It's a creamy fruit.
It is a creamy fruit,
Ah,
yes.
yummy.
So, and our diet doesn't have a lot of dairy, if any at all.
But you eat a lot of beef.
We eat beef, but not they don't get milked.
Oh.
Yes, not typically.
So
It's
goat milk more?
No, no dairy here.
Okay.
Typically, I don't know why, but we didn't. Now, I mean, people drink milk, you buy it from the store, some of it is imported,
Yeah.
but a diet, a local diet
Uh-huh.
and a cuisine doesn't include milk.
So no cheese, no butter.
No, it's something we've learned,
Yeah.
but cheese, no.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah, but Asian too,
yeah,
Chinese too, no,
Okay.
no cheese, not a lot of dairy.
yeah.
And a lot of the desserts are steamed or,
That's like,
yeah.
make the egg custard.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
could do that,
Yeah.
and then what we use quite a bit of the tropical fruit to make a salad for this,
Oh,
like
yes.
pineapples, papayas. We have a lot of
Papayas.
papayas, pineapples, guavas.
Yeah.
Oh, what they call it? Guavas, yeah.
But they're sour.
No, they're
Those are
sweet
sweet?
guavas. They have the pink ones, then they have the creamy ones. They're really sweet ones.
Oh.
And then they have ones that are
that's
almost
how I grow.
seedless.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Can we buy the plants here? I know you
I've
grow
seen
your.
them. My
Have you?
friend who lived in Diamond Bar, she had guavas in the back of her house.
But the sweet kind?
Yeah, really sweet. But the only thing is, they're stinky, and the birds will just
Oh,
live
yeah,
on
the
us.
birds, yeah, the birds.
Okay, I think we are almost done. This is what it looks like. And under this would be your entree. Sorry, and you could have a side of vegetables at home here.
Let me get you a dish.
At home
Bless
here,
you.
I always have broccoli, steamed broccoli, or a good stack of broccoli with onions, some garlic, or roasted Brussels sprouts.
Ooh, Brussels sprouts, that sounds
Yes, I
good.
love that. Yes, so that's what we have that, and yeah. Or you can have mixed vegetables, steamed mixed vegetables.
Yeah, let me put this, move the plate.
Okay.
You can make the shot. Okay, and then- Okay, so this is the entree.
Yes.
Okay.
Do
Do you always cook well, not always, but do you tend to cook the vegetables separately?
Yes.
Okay,
But
so-
I have also added vegetables
So
to
one
it.
pot. Uh-huh.
One pot, remember, you can
Yeah.
cook it separately, or when it's close to being done, you can chop up your green beans is something also people put a lot in it.
Okay.
Green beans, put it in, maybe quickly blanch it, make
Uh-huh.
sure it's doesn't introduce a lot of water into
yeah.
it. And then you could mix it up.
Mhm.
Some people put carrots, green beans, just anything,
Anything.
throw it in
Okay.
to make it
That's
less of a
nice.
carbohydrate thing and more of a balanced
Yeah.
kind of diet. Yes, so nothing stops you from. I mean, there are no rules. It's
Okay.
no holds barred. Okay. Okay.
Oh, so good.
Huh? Uh-uh.
So what is the name of the language you speak?
Oh, our
No,
language is called Igbo.
Igbo.
Igbo. Igbo. Yes.
And is that what the students, they learn that from home and then
Yes.
do they
Yes.
speak both in school?
Yes, you could take that as a subject in school.
Oh,
as
it's a
well.
subject in school.
Yes. So
Oh,
you
the
can
native
learn
language.
well, it's an easy pass for those of us.
Uh-huh.
Yes. So,
And what does it look like? Is it traditional Western letters? Like
yes, they
alphabets?
were interpreted to traditional Western letters. But when my mother went to school, they didn't. They used some of the traditional letters.
I would
But
like
that
to
got
see that
that
looks
got
like.
lost.
Can you
I
still
didn't-
write some?
That one is
No.
no longer used.
Use,
No.
yes,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I'd love to see what that looks
Yes.
like.
So, but I learned writing it with Western letters. Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
Beautiful.
I want to
Alright.
see. So this is what it looks like.
Yes.
And it could be
Beautiful.
all shades of red. Depending on how much tomatoes and bell pepper you put in it.
Yes.
It could be a way redder than this, but I
Okay.
like this
Oh,
color.
that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. Does anybody have any questions or like to jump in and show us what you've made today? I know that some of you are not even in the kitchen, but tuning in. So we appreciate that.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for joining us. And thank you, Neka, and your sweet mama for joining us.
Thank you.
Can you email the full recipe?
I will.
Yes, we will do that, Jennifer.
Okay.
And here we go. So thank you again.
Smells delicious.
And we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Everyone have a wonderful weekend.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Oh,
Oh, hi. Yay, we get to see faces. Thank you,
Yeah.
Jennifer.
Thanks, Jennifer.
Bye. Bye, Rick. Bye, Allison.